Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're getting into a topic that many of us, well, tend to shy away from, being alone.
Right. It often gets lumped together with loneliness, which nobody wants.
Exactly. But our source material today, this piece called Loving Your Own Company, The Hidden Benefits of Being Solo, it actually challenges that whole negative view.
It really does. It pushes the idea that, learning to appreciate time by yourself isn't just okay. It can actually be, well, surprisingly good for your overall well-being.
Okay, so let's dig into that. The article kind of points out how society is always pushing connection, connection, connection.
Constantly.
So being solo can almost feel like you're failing somehow.
Yeah. But the source argues that very pressure might actually distract us from a really key relationship, the one we have with ourselves.
Interesting. So how does solitude help with that relationship?
Well, the idea is when you actually embrace being alone, even for short periods, you create this space.
Space for what?
Space to figure out what you actually value. Without all the external noise, other people's opinions, expectations, your own thoughts get clearer.
Like finding your own internal compass becomes easier.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And understanding that compass, well, that obviously helps guide your choices, big ones and small ones.
Okay, that makes sense. And it's not just self-discovery, is it? The piece talks about emotional resilience, too.
Yes, building that inner strength.
Yeah.
When you face things, even just boredom or slight discomfort, on your own,
Yeah.
you learn you can handle it.
It's like learning to self-soothe, almost.
Kind of, yeah, or like building emotional muscle. You handle a bit of difficulty by yourself, and your capacity to cope just grows.
So how does that self-reliance then play out when we are around other people? Does it change those dynamics?
That's a really good point. The source suggests that if you're genuinely comfortable being alone, you're probably less needy in your relationships.
Less needy how? Like less seeking validation all the time.
Precisely. You're not looking to others to constantly fill some kind of void or make you feel okay.
So the connections you do have can be more authentic, based on genuine wanting to be together, not needing to be.
Exactly right. It shifts from neediness to genuine connection.
Now, here's something I found really fascinating, the link to creativity. How does being alone boost that?
Well, think about it. When your brain isn't constantly processing texts, emails, conversations, social media,
Right, all the input.
it has the freedom to just sort of wander, make different connections.
Is it purely about the lack of distraction?
That's a big part. Solitude lets that default mode network in the brain, the part linked to daydreaming, introspection, creativity, it lets it fire up more easily. It's fertile ground.
Fertile ground for ideas. I like that. And then there's the peace aspect, just stepping back from the constant interaction. It can be calming, right?
Hugely calming, like hitting a reset button for your nervous system. That sense of inner quiet becomes a real resource.
A resource you can tap into later when things get stressful again.
Absolutely. It's a source of strength.
So this idea of loving your own company, it's definitely not about becoming a hermit, is it?
No, not at all. The article is clear on that. It suggests this self-sufficiency can actually make you a better friend, a better partner.
Because you're bringing a more whole, grounded self to the table.
Exactly. You're interacting from a place of fullness, not emptiness.
Okay, for people listening who find being alone maybe a bit daunting, the source gives some practical tips.
Yeah, really simple, accessible things.
Like taking yourself out for coffee or to a park. Just you.
Or setting aside even just 10 minutes for quiet reflection, no phone, no book, just being.
And celebrating small personal wins, acknowledging yourself.
Those little acts build that positive relationship with yourself. And self-compassion is key here, too.
Right. Don't beat yourself up if it feels weird at first.
Absolutely not. Be kind to yourself through the process.
That core message really resonates. Being alone is not the same thing as being lonely. It's about connection, just a different kind. Connection with yourself.
That distinction is crucial. And I loved the final thought from the source. Don't fill the space. Feel it.
Ooh, say more about that.
Instead of instantly grabbing your phone or turning on the TV the moment you're alone, just pause. Notice what comes up. Feel the quiet or the thoughts or even the slight discomfort.
Just be in it for a moment.
Yeah. Allow yourself to be present with yourself.
So maybe a thought for everyone listening. How do you view your alone time right now? Is it something to avoid, or could it be maybe an opportunity?
An opportunity to explore some of these benefits we've talked about, perhaps. Definitely something to consider.
Food for thought. Thanks for this deep dive.